Mark Watts, elitefts.com. I'm sitting here at Showtime Strength and Performance in Newark, Ohio with owner Nick Showman. Nick has been a friend of mine for a long time, actually was one of my assistants, and just about a year ago, you opened up this facility. It's been about a year now. Talk to me about what you've learned in that first year of operating your business here.
The first thing I learned, Dave Tate, I heard talk about it, I think at the NSCA State Clinic, was it last year?
2 years ago, yeah.
2 years ago now. Everything, if you expect something, it's going to take twice as long, and you'll get, I think he said 10 or 20% of what you expect. So whether that's, I expect this many athletes to start on this date, or I expect to have this equipment, or this, set financial situation, it always takes longer, and it's never a smooth sailing. So in a business, you just have to learn to take the highs with the lows and balance it out, and be happy with what you're doing.
Well, you're certainly having a lot of clients here, and that client base that you have right now spans from 8-year-olds all the way up to 70-year-olds. What is your training philosophy as far as how do you kind of keep that all in check as far as, because you have such a variety of clients?
I mean, with any of the athletes, I wouldn't say I follow a Joe Kent's tier system, but I do use that full body training system, one day total body, one day lower, upper, so on and so on. But you always have to train. I mean, the athletes are pretty much always in season now. There's, as cheesy as it sounds, there is no off season. Like no, there isn't. So, you have to take, like right now, my main athlete base is probably softball girls. Mm-hmm. I train a lot of different softball players. Well, they're really just now getting into their season. School ball ended, but now they're starting summer ball, which makes school ball with nothing in it.
Right.
I mean, one girl has 12 games this weekend. So, so this is pretty much her in-season training now.
Sure.
And, it's still nice because I still have that window from Monday through most Fridays.
Right.
So it's not a little different than school ball where it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Gotcha.
Plus practice every day. So I guess the nice thing about summer ball is they don't practice.
Right.
So, they still have time to come here and everything. But the main thing, are you squatting or hinging? Are you pressing, pulling, vertical pull, horizontal pull?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about balance, and, the softball people are always nervous about different, mobility issues and so on and so on.
The coaches and whatnot.
Yeah. So you just have to, they have to trust you or me, enough to create that balanced athlete.
Right.
So I don't do the lower body one day, the upper body one day. I don't have the time because I don't know, even if I schedule someone, I don't know per se the next time they'll be here.
Sure. And they have a lot of other things going on, so it's hard to kind of balance all
Yeah.
this. So what would you say was the main takeaway and the main thing that when an athlete comes here to Showtime, what is the main thing that you want them to leave here with after training with you?
Well, one, I want them to be happy. I mean, if they're not happy training, then that sucks for me and it sucks for them, and it's not going to help me or Showtime Strength and Performance. I mean, it's miserable training someone who doesn't want to train.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Two, I want them to be stronger. Strength, especially in youth athletes, is such an underdeveloped thing, especially now with so many travel sports and the technical skills there. The general preparation isn't even a thought. So
Sure.
now if I can take, say a training age of someone at 0,
Right.
but I can get them to where they're squatting, they're pressing, they're pulling, and so on, they're a better athlete. They're moving better.
Absolutely.
So, it's not about, well, my kid has a 400-pound squat. Nobody cares. I mean, I'm sorry. They don't.
Yeah, it's about what they can do on the field.
Yeah.
So. Nick, if someone wants to get a hold of you, what's the best way as far as to get a hold of you, as far as your website, Twitter, Facebook? How can you get a hold of Showtime?
The website is www.showtimestrength.com. My email is nick@showtimestrength.com. Instagram, I think it's @Showtime Strength.
Okay.
Twitter is @Showman.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.